from the unfriendliest city on earth, this is the Kent Avenue Effect, November 5th, 2016. Some may find the things I say in this video racist. Well, I'm not judging people by the color of their skin, I'm just identifying them. Remember what Martin Luther King said about the quality of character. There are two ways to be fooled, or be a fool. One is to believe what is not true. The other is to refuse to accept what is true. In the role of a democratic leader, not responding to criticism ultimately removes you from power. Sense of entitlement is not entitlement. Black or white, this is the mistake acting blacks make, rendering them socially unacceptable. Sense of entitlement is the foolish notion repeatedly practiced by foolish black people. There is another expression describing this unhealthy practice: mental illness. When I was growing up, my peers, my teachers, my parents, my grandparents told me, don't judge other people. No, judge other people. It's a survival skill. As you'll see in this video, all three entrances to Kent Avenue are monitored by organized black criminals, transmitting their surveillance, monitoring of police cruisers entering Kent Avenue by SMS to local criminals. This is why the police never catch these criminals. Here you see Google Maps of Kent Avenue. The upper overhead view shows Kent Avenue 3,000 feet long and the three entrances marked with double red arrows. The lower map shows the view of the three observers, showing that they have full view of all three entrances and are able to SMS each other when a police cruiser shows up. The red circle is the center of nefarious activity. That's 2208 Morningside. Constant nuisance to the neighborhood. The yellow circles are the areas of nefarious activities. The organ donor gang on the north end, or the left of the image. The shiftless youth hanging out in the street at all hours of the day and night. And at the south end, the source of many of the roaring vehicles disturbing the neighborhood. Starting with the south end of Kent Avenue, this is the location of many of the roaring exhaust vehicles. Notice the clear view they have of the entrance to Kent Avenue from the south. Here are a few clips of me entering the south end of Kent Avenue, showing how these people are monitoring the south end of the street. Notice the vehicle on the right. There's someone sitting there on their cell phone. You see in this clip several of the notorious roaring vehicles, several young men standing around. Again, several young men standing around in the driveway. Again, another roaring vehicle with young men standing around in the driveway. You see here in the middle of the day, 3 people, young men, sitting on the porch. Since one of them made a threatening gesture at me, I sped away. Here I'm returning home. It's raining, but I notice that the organ donor gang are standing on their porch with their cell phones. I wonder why. In the middle of the block, the shiftless youth are standing in their driveways, which they do quite often, but it just happens to be raining. This large panel truck is not making a pickup or delivery unless it's contraband. All entrances to Kent Avenue are marked no trucks. So why is there a truck parked on Kent Avenue not making a pickup or delivery? I suspect nefarious activity. My frequent offender neighbor comes outside to make eye contact with me every time I leave. You see him here on the right. This is one of those young men sitting on the porch at Morningside and Kent Avenue. He shows me that universal bird sign. I guess that's his flag. Again, the man comes out of his house to make eye contact with me. That's stalking behavior, isn't it? Again, my neighbor comes out to greet me as I leave. Stalking behavior. In this clip, you'll see the infernal mini bike in front of 5205 Kent Avenue. In this clip, I've enhanced the sound so you can hear the thumping and the grinding and the buzzing sound from the illegal stereo at 2204 Morningside. Otherwise, you couldn't hear it on your cell phone or your computer without a huge sound system. This is done so you can hear what I hear. The stereo you hear is in a car 250 feet away. The character walking up lives at 2208 Morningside. roaring exhaust vehicles have been modified by removing catalytic converters. Ticketing these vehicles for inspection violation, requiring the owner to verify in court, will eliminate most of these nuisance violations from roaring pipes. The Community-Oriented Policing Division of the Shreveport Police Department claims that nefarious inspection stations falsify inspections, so roaring vehicles receive their inspection sticker while failing inspection. In other communities, the courts inspect violating vehicles using court-appointed marshals. From the unfriendliest city on earth, this is the Kent Avenue Effect, November 5th, 2016.